guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a review on the new Morphe Filter Effects Soft Focus Foundation. Guys, I'm a couple days late. I have seen a ton of reviews already, but I wanted to go ahead and do a review because honestly, I do not really have any drugstore priced foundations at this point. This is probably my least expensive foundation I have. I used to use Maybelline and a couple of others back in the day, but I kind of just got so stuck on all the high-end foundations that at this point I just want to stick to what I know. However, I've heard some really good things about the foundation, so I figured I would go ahead and give it a test. Now guys, I have already primed my skin. I actually did my brows as well. Guys, I've been noticing since I've been filming that my brows have not been as nice as I would like. However, I watched a video from Raquel Lynette. She is on YouTube. She's amazing and she does a lot of beauty videos. So she did a very, very detailed brow video and I honestly feel like it helped me out a lot. Also, instead of using my normal Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, today I actually used the Fenty brow pencil in soft black. I really like how they came out. Beyond that, let's talk about this foundation. So guys, I got the shade Filter Rich 28. So Makeup Shayla is the shade 26. Her and I are a little bit different undertones, I'm a little bit darker than her. So I figured 28 would be my best fit. This one is neutral with golden tones. Typically that's the foundation undertones I go with, but I want to just get into some of the claims of this foundation. So one of the claims does say that this is long wearing, sweat proof, and transfer proof. So, you know, we hear that all the time. However, is that always the case? No. So I want to see what this foundation can do. It's oil free, so perfect for us oily girls. I did use some mattifying primers as well just to help me out a bit. It says it blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. So, I mean, when you say filter effect, I'm thinking, I'm just gonna be honest, guys. I'm thinking I'm not gonna see any pores. I'm gonna look very smooth. Everything is gonna just come together very, very nicely. That's what I'm expecting. So yeah, I don't want to do too much talking. Oh, and guys, it is medium to full coverage. I will say I've seen a few people build it up. I don't know if I felt like it's a foundation that I would build up too much, because I felt like it started to give off a little bit more of a, not cakey, but some type of just look that I wasn't here for. But I'm also someone that rarely ever builds up my foundation. I just kind of go with that first layer and that's that. I don't have too many problem areas. I got a little pimple that's trying to peek through. But other than that, for the most part, I don't have too much to cover. So I think I'll be okay. I typically do not use brushes for my foundation. So I do have that new Morphe E63 brush. This became free with the purchase of the foundation. So that was a nice actual incentive, especially since the foundation was only $20. So to get a whole brush for free, I like that idea. So no more wasting any time. Let's go ahead and get into the foundation. So I don't know if I need to shake it, but I'm just going to, just in case. I hope this is the right shade for me. I'm not sure because obviously I could not test it out. I've seen a few reviews for this shade and I felt like it should work for me. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. We're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap my brush and just go all around. All right. Okay, let's see what this does. Let's blend her out and see. It's so weird for me to use a brush. I am not a brush user unless I'm going for like a very full coverage kind of vibe. So using a brush for me is a little rare. Okay. Now it's blending in my hand pretty nicely, so let's see. Right. So I feel like it's very lightweight, so I don't feel like it's a heavy foundation at all. It goes in and it kind of just blends in very nicely. And I think this might be the right shade for me, so I'm gonna take just a little bit more because I can see my little blemish right there. It didn't really cover that, so we're gonna see how it does. But it does feel super smooth, guys. So super smooth, super lightweight. And you know, for me personally, I'm not someone that just wears heavy makeup often, so I like that. Yeah. So that little dark spot right there is not really covering that too much, but that's okay. Again, I like skin-like makeup, so that is totally okay. Because again, we just want to see what it can do. It has a little bit of a scent to it. It's not too heavy, but it is a little bit of a smell. Just a little, not too much. Okay. So I just realized I never wet my beauty blender, but I want to go ahead and just take my beauty blender and just blend everything in. So let me go ahead and wet that. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna take the Sonia Kashuk beauty blender or beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna blend in everything. I am totally a beauty blender, beauty sponge kind of girl. So I like to just go over everything just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Okay, so the foundation is on. This does look like a good shade for me. Again, you can see a little bit of those little spots, dark spots on my face. I do still see those, but again, that's okay. We don't want to look too heavy for I know occasion that I have today. So really, I just wanted to see, you know, if it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Now, I will say I do look very smooth. So as far as this filter effect vibe that they're saying that they're giving, you know, I think it's doing its thing. And again, guys, this is someone that has a foundation collection that just doesn't include drugstore price. And I'm not saying that price is just everything, because it truly isn't. But at the same time, like, we know when you get into the Nars foundations and Too Faced and brands like that and Pat McGrath, I mean, those foundations are very pricey. So I have very high expectations for those. For a $20 foundation, yes, I expect it to do what it should, and you know, it should do what it claims. But at the same time, I feel like I'm a little lenient because of the price. On a certain type of coverage, a certain type of look, or anything in regards to paying for what you want in life, I feel like, you know, you're gonna spend a little more for what you're wanting. I feel like it does look good so far, and I definitely feel like it's a foundation that if you are someone that wants a day-to-day foundation, this may be it. Because again, it's not so expensive. So if you work somewhere where every day you do your makeup and you don't want to spend 68 bucks on a foundation, or 40 bucks or 50 bucks on a foundation, and you're running out every month, I get why you would want to get something a little more affordable that really works well, that has a nice color range, because this does come in 40 shades. So that's pretty awesome for a launch. Obviously, Makeup Shayla is the face of this foundation. So once I saw that, I knew, you know, she was not going to promote something that wasn't, you know, a good product. And so I do feel like it looks really good. And I do feel smooth. Can I have a little bit more coverage on those little dark areas? Absolutely. But I'm not going to apply anymore, because for me, I've done enough. So I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup and come back and show you guys that. And we're also going to do a wear test today. So I finished my makeup. I got my lashes on. and I finished my full routine. So everything looks really good right now. We set that foundation down about 5 a.m. guys. I know it's super early, but I want to see what this will look like in a few hours. So I definitely will be back to give you guys my full opinion and final thoughts on this lips today. I have on the McGrath Faux Real Lip Gloss. I have on an oldie but goodie Blankety Amplified Lipstick by MAC. And then I just have on my brown lip liner, my Kat Von D and Crucifix. So everything looks pretty good. Again, I cannot wait to see what this is gonna look like in a few hours from now. So I will be back with my final thoughts. Hey guys, so I'm just coming back to you all about 6 hours after we put on our new foundation and the rest of our makeup. So right now I'm just coming in close because I do see some oil up here in the middle. I don't have a lot of creasing. I have a little bit of creasing, but not a lot. Yeah, really just that center, I'm oily. So guys, in all that time, I filmed videos, I ran errands, and did a few things around my house. So I was a little bit active. So me getting a little oily is okay. But yeah, that's what we are looking like at this point. So my final thoughts on this foundation. Yes, it is a good foundation. Yes, it is worth the money. $20 for a foundation. That is an awesome price point. I do think that the foundation is good for oily people, but for us oily girls, we are going to have some type of, you know, sponge or something around, a brush, something just to go ahead and just hit those areas when our oils start to come through. I do have my powder brush here. So what I'm gonna do is just take it in the center where I'm seeing a lot of oil and just all around. And I'm gonna just get that out of there. And so as you can see, just that fast, the foundation still looks really, really good. I'm just an oily person and I was doing several different things. So my oils have started to come through. But for the most part, I'm really not mad at the foundation. My room light at this point, I don't really have too many other lights on. This is just what it's looking like in the daylight. And it's a cloudy day here in Tennessee. So yeah, I'm good with it. I think it looks really nice and I would suggest you guys go grab you some. I know some shades I've already seen have been out of stock. So fun times with that, but Rich 28 is what I use. So if me and you have similar foundation shades, I'm 420 in Fenty. In McGrath, I'm 26. And in Nars, I'm Marquises. So if we share any of the same foundation shades, most of them are neutral golden tones, then you should be able to use this shade as well and it should work for you. But yeah, I'm happy with it. So thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. I really appreciate all of your support. I have a ton of other videos on my channel. Well, maybe not a ton, but yeah, I have a ton of other videos on my channel. So make sure you guys go down and check. Leave me some comments, subscribe, also share with your friends.